Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. I guess we need to do a little bit of housekeeping and get right into the card I have to show you tonight. Please, if you like my video that you see tonight, please share my video and comment share down in the comments. And you could win the project I'm working on tonight, the card. Last week I made this puzzle slider card. And if you watch the video, you'll see it was so much easier to make than it looks. But it really is easy. And because she shared my video and her name was drawn from all of those who shared, Elizabeth Brown is going to get this card. So Elizabeth, I'm going to send that out to you later this week. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And once you do, click that little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is most every Monday evening. Okay, I guess we're going to get, one little bit of Stampin' Up! News. Tomorrow, the 23rd of July, Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping on any orders over $75. Product. So it's a great time to stock up if you have it, if there's something you need. This is when I buy a Paper Pumpkin prepaid subscription. I usually buy like a 6-month. Sometimes I buy a year, but sometimes I buy a 6-month because it turns out to be cheaper. So if you like Paper Pumpkin, this is a great time to buy it. Do that tomorrow. I am going to, we'll go down to my hands and you'll see my current host code. If you put that in and you place an order tomorrow during free shipping, I will send you a little surprise in the mail. Okay, I think that's all. We're going to get started on this card tonight. Now, this is really a cute card. I guess this was all the rage last summer. I don't know. I missed it. I just happened to run upon a video where they made this. I've seen it called a trellis card. I've seen it called a fence card, a slat card. I've seen a couple of names. But really, I just thought it was cute, unusual, and so I thought I'd give it a try. My first one wasn't perfect. I'm a little crooked here. This one was a little crooked. That's why my flowers are on this side of the card. I was going to put them over here and put the cinnamon over, but this upright piece was a little crooked, so I put the flower over it to camouflage it. So anyway, I hope you like this. I am looking forward to showing this to you. It's not at all as hard as you think it is. So let me get my trimmer here. Oops, I gotta make some room. Okay. So here's the trimmer. We are taking for this card, a piece of thick basic white. This is 4 1/4 by 11, okay? And we're going to score this in half, which is at 5 1/2. So I'm going to move this down so you can see this. This is 5 1/2 right up here. I'm making sure I have my scoring tool. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut off. How much am I cutting off? 3 1/4 from one of these sides, and that will end up being the front. So this is 3 1/4. Okay, there we go. We'll put that aside. Then you're going to cut this. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut this piece into 1/2-inch strips, okay? So let me see. I'm going to use, remember, Stampin' Up! Gives the trimmer, oh, you guys can't see here. I'm off the camera, sorry. there are numbers on the right side of where the blade is, so it makes it really nice to, if you're cutting smaller pieces like this. So it's a 1/2 inch. I saw several different measurements, layouts for cutting this, so I just kind of picked one and went with it. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole lot of variations. 3, 4, 5. Then this piece that's left over, which is really hard to tell how wide it is. It's not an even number. Well, let me see if this I don't think has enough on it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6/8. So it'd be like 3/8 to cut it in half. What you're supposed to do is cut this in half. Let's see if I can do this. If that's not right. Okay, so that's 1/4. So it'd be right there. We're gonna try this. On my card, I just cut some other pieces. Those are 1/4 inches, 1/4 of an inch wide. Let's see. So this is just a little bit wider than the ones I used on my card. So yeah, this would be like 3/8 of an inch. Okay. So we'll try those. But I'm going to tell you, when I cut this card, it didn't come out to where it was 3/8 of an inch like that. So, okay. Where's my piece of cardstock? Here's my piece of cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half and use my bone folder to get a good crease. Okay. So now, what you want to do is take some kind of low tack tape. You can use Post-it note adhesive, you can use washi tape, you can use, you might even be able, I don't know if you can use painter's tape or not. You just have to experiment. You want something that's low tack because you want to be able to remove it. But this is Post-it note tape. It's the same adhesive as is on Post-it notes, but it comes in a roll, and I got that off of Amazon. And you want to put this on here with the sticky side up, okay? And then I've got another little piece here that I'm going to put across the bottom to hold it down, okay? Oh, I wouldn't need my bone folder back here because I'm going to put my bone folder on top to kind of hold that down. And so what we're going to use this for is this is where we'll put our slats, and this piece will hold them in place until we can adhere the vertical portion. So, so you want to start out, you want to put your first one right at the bottom so it lines up with the back of your card. Okay, just like that, okay? Then we're going to put one here, and this is, just down a little bit. I'm having a hard time telling exactly if it's straight or not, but probably should have put, let me see if I got a piece of colored paper here, if this will help you see it better on the camera. Hang on. Well, look at that. That'll help you see what I'm doing. That'll make it, and it'll make it easier for me to see if it's straight. And you see, I can already tell this one here's a little crooked. Oops, no, it's still crooked. Okay, let's start over. The only thing doing it this way now, I've lost my edge over here to line this up with that. So let me see here. There we go. If I line that there, that looks pretty straight. We may have to come back and adjust these. That looks pretty straight. That's a little crooked. Don't like that. let's try this again here. Hold on here. Somehow it's moving a little bit. Again, I don't think it has to be exactly perfect, but I also know I need to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to move this one down just a skosh. How does that look? That looks pretty good. Put this one here. And like that. That looks pretty good, except the top is too wide. Okay, we're going to adjust them again. No hurries. No worries. So you can see why you want low tack, because you do have to take it off. Okay, let me slide that back under there. Yeah, that looks pretty. Those look pretty even. Good. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. So now what we're going to do, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this piece under here, because I just think it helps you see it a little bit better. Okay. We're going to use the green Tombow glue, and we are going to put glue so that we can attach the piece that's going to hold the horizontal. So we're going to go right back here and put here. I'm not putting more on, I'm just kind of spreading it out a little bit. So there we go. Okay, now I'm going to get, you want your top where you want it to be. The bottom we're going to end up trimming off. See, how's that look? That looks pretty straight. Okay. Now you got to be careful, because you don't want glue to seep into those areas where, you know, where we're seeing red. We don't want glue in those areas. So you do have to be a little bit careful, and that does take a little bit of prior planning and forethought, especially when you're deciding what to put on your card. Okay. Normally, like I said, I would not have this red piece on here, but I just thought maybe it was a little easier. That looks a little crooked to me, is it? No, I think it looks okay. Actually, having the video in front of me to see has helped me do that. Okay, I'm going to pull that out. I'll let that set for just a second so that it can dry, because this is what's holding on our slats. Okay, perfect. So far, not too bad. Nothing we can't deal with, right? Okay, so let's take these pieces off, and I saved this. I have a piece of paper from the back of a sticker sheet that I save it on, because you can get multiple uses out of these. So there's no sense. It is a little bit pricey, a little bit expensive, so that you might as well get what you can get out, you know. Get what you can get. As many uses as you can, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm just going to trim these off flush with the bottom. There we go. Just trying to be a little bit gentle. You know, see, now it looks crooked to me. Maybe, but you know what? That's okay then. You know what? I'll put my flower on this side, which is where I wanted it on the first card. And I used it to camouflage the crooked one on the right. So I'll put my flowers over on the left. Okay, very good. So we are going to get started now with some stamping. I used, let's see, this is to stamp the Flowers of Beauty stamp set and dies, okay? The two dies that we use are is this one and this one, okay? We'll start right there. Let me set this card over to this side for a second and bring over. There are two different tall flower stamps. I don't know if you can tell. This like fills it in, and this is like the stems, this is, I don't know what you would call it, but this I would stamp in the darker, and this I stamp in the lighter. Now I'm using Garden Green, and we're going to stamp off. Now I did it both ways, doing one first and then the other, and to me the easiest way to stamp was to get it lined up right, and I'm probably now going to jinx myself. Which one do I want to do first? Hold on. This is the one I need to do first. Is to do the full dark ink first, okay? Because I got it lined up much better every time. And this is just Garden Green ink. It's not a color I pull out as often as you'd think. I tend to use the other greens. Okay, I'm going to set that over here. Okay, now this is the one that's kind of the fill-in color. And what we're going to do, we're going to ink up our stamp, and then we're going to stamp off, okay? Which means we're going to take some of the ink off so it won't be near as dark. And when you stamp off, you want to make sure you stamp off evenly. See, I didn't stamp off evenly there, so it would be uneven on my image when I stamp it. Do it this way. I might get a better shot of getting a good. It's a little better. There's one that didn't quite get stamped right, but I think it works okay. Let's give this a try here. Plus, you know what? It's leaves, it's nature. None of them are exactly perfect. Everyone's a little different. Sorry, I got to get back up in the camera there. It's off a little bit, but you know what? I'm absolutely okay with it. Let me shut this or set those down. And now we are going to stamp the flowers. For that we are using one of the new in colors, which is the Petunia Pop. It's such a nice shade. Okay. There we go. There's actually kind of an outline for those two, but I decided not to go there for that with those. So, oh, let me cover up my green ink so that I don't put my elbow or something in it. Okay, let me get rid of the stamp pad. So this die cuts out these little groups of flowers. This die cuts out this like that, but I went ahead and I already have them cut out. There's that, and here are my flowers. Okay, I didn't feel like messing with my machine on camera tonight, but I wanted to show you how to stamp them. So see, that one I stamped just perfect. So whichever one of you gets this card will have it stamped just right. Okay, so now the next thing is, I'm going to put this here. Now I can't put it all the way over, well, I guess I could. It would just fit, but I'm going to move it over just a little bit more so it's a little more toward the center, not exactly center. And I am going to, so that I don't accidentally get glue on the inside, this is another piece of, you could use your silicone sheet if you have one. This is a piece of like the back to a sticker label, a big one. If I put this here, then this will help me keep that glue from gluing, if I would get glue in there, the two sides together. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here and put glue down this center. You know, kind of figuring out. Yeah, see, that's the one I screwed up, so I just flipped it over. Go figure. Except now I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm not putting more glue on, I'm just kind of spreading it around, okay? Using the tip of the glue bottle to do that. So, put that on just like that. Perfect. You know, though, I should not have done it that way because now I've got glue. I've got that ink on the back. Well, whoever wins this one's going to get that card right there. That wasn't very smart of me. I wasn't thinking that one all the way through. Okay, and then we're going to put some of our flowers on, okay? I'm not going to put all of these on, I don't think. On this one, I didn't do the bottom set, but I did all the other sets, so. Okay. You know, and sometimes we don't always, we have to just kind of learn by trial and error, don't we? We don't necessarily think it completely through until we're there. So then I'm going to put this right here. Now what I could do probably is cut out a piece of white, you know, just white with that backing, and put it on the back. Cut that image out. Let's see, let's put this right here to cover up that ink. And again, you got to watch where you're putting the glue at. I'm kind of looking at my other one. So, but you know what? You could use anything on this card. You just need to think out, you know, how you're going to attach it and make sure that you attach it so that the glue doesn't seep through. That's the biggest thing. Okay, so anyway, this will be the card that goes out next week to whoever's chosen. There we are. That's all done. Now we're going to put our sentiment on. Let's see, where's my little mat? Here's my little mat. Oh, there's my host code for ordering if you're going to place an order tomorrow for free shipping, and if you use that host code, I will send you a surprise. We all like happy mail, don't we? Okay, so let me ink up the happy birthday. I want to do a test stamp on this. Hold on. This ink pad's pretty juicy. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. There's that. Perfect. Now all we have to do is embellish it. We're going to use some of the In Color gems for 2024, 2026. Let me get those out here. Okay. So let's see. Let's get some of these. There's a big one. Let's put this up here. I'm just going to kind of reverse from what I've got over here. A small one and a large one down here. Usually want to put embellishments on in odd numbers. 3, 5, like that. Okay. I know what else I did do on my card. Let me find it here. I put a little bit of Wink Stella on each of these. I just very carefully painted it on the flowers. You want to keep it right on the flower. Don't go outside on the white because it will smear the ink. But these are not really well defined, but it just gives it a little more bling. It doesn't cost much, but I just think it steps it up again another level. There we go. I know you probably can't see that on camera, but I like Wink of Stella because, like I said, it's simple and it packs a big punch. Okay, last thing we have is our little bow. This is our bordered ribbon. It's 3/8 inches. This is, again, Petunia Pop. They have this ribbon for each of the in colors. And I'm loving it. It's easy. Let's cut this off here. I don't want it too long. And let's see, let's cut this way. So they're going opposite directions. How does that look? Yeah, that's good. I like that. I didn't want to fight with a bow today. So let's put a glue dot on it. Put this right down here. And it's okay that it hangs over a little bit because it can tuck under when you're when you put it in the envelope. And that's all there is to the trellis card, the fence card, whatever you want to call it. We'll put it this way. There we go. So what do you think? Would you try making one of these cards? If you did, I would love to see it. So please share with me if you make one of these cards. I'd like to see what you come up with. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Bye now, everybody.